Hi, and welcome to the Young Living Opportunity presentation. My name is Lindsay McClellan. I am a leader and independent distributor with Young Living Essential Oils. And I just want you to consider some possibilities today. So while we get started, let me give you a quick outline of what we are going to talk about. First of all, I want you throughout this presentation to be thinking about these things in your perspective. So we're going to talk about past, present, and future. We're going to help look at your burning building why. I'm going to encourage you to dare to dream. We'll talk about the power of network marketing, and then I'll answer your question on whether or not network marketing actually works. So that's kind of what the outline of this presentation is going to be today. So let's first get started by considering, is Young Living right for you? Is this business right for you? And some of you, the answer is going to be yes, and some the answer is going to be no. So that's something that I'd like you to be considering as we go through this presentation. So your past, present, and future. I want you to think about where you were and what you were doing 5 years ago. What did your life look like? Were you in school? Were you a stay-at-home parent? Were you working a different job? Were you living in a different part of the country? What was your life like 5 years ago? And compare that to what your life is like now. Is it any different? Are you doing this same thing that you were doing 5 years ago? Have you improved on yourself? Have you grown as an individual? Has your career grown? What does your life look like now in comparison to what it looked like 5 years ago? And then I want you to consider what your life is going to look like 5 years from now. Okay, what are your 5-year goals? Are you going to continue to grow? Are you going to school? Are you improving yourself as an individual? Is your career going to be better in 5 years from now? Are you going to be making exponentially more money than you are now? Are you hoping to get a raise? Are you going to get that promotion? What's it going to look like 5 years from now? Okay, because what network marketing can do for you is in 5 years, your life can look completely different than it looks right now based on income and freedom in your schedule. So we're going to talk about that a little bit later, but I wanted you to seriously take some notes. Think about those things. What did my life look like 5 years ago? What does it look like now? And what do I want it to look like in the future? And is it going to look different than it does right now? So your burning building why. It sounds kind of funny, okay? But we as humans tend to play things safe unless we have a significant reason to take a chance. So let's put this into perspective. If you were standing right where you are, and I put a plank right in front of you, 2 inches off the ground, and it was 30 feet long, and you had to walk the plank to go get something from the other side. If I gave you $100 to walk the plank that's 2 inches off the ground for 30 feet, I think that almost everybody would totally do that. Why? Because the risk is low. You don't have much to risk. You're not going to fall to your death. It's not some monumental task, right? But the reward is high. I do something little, I get a significant reward. If we took that same scenario, but I raised the plank 100 feet off the ground, and now instead of walking from point A to point B, let's put them between 2 towers. Okay, so you're still, let's say the towers were still 30 feet apart. But now you're walking from tower A to tower B, 100 feet off the ground, and I'm still going to give you $100. Would you do it? Most likely the answer is no. Why? Because the risk has gone up. It's gotten higher. There's more at stake. If you fall, even though it's the same plank and you're still walking the same distance, now if you fall, you're falling 100 feet instead of 2 inches. The risk is greater. So more than likely you are not going to pursue that $100 because the risk is too great. Now here's your burning building. Let's say building B is on fire and someone that you love with all of your heart is in that building. Your children, your spouse, your parents, someone you love is in that building. $100 to walk a plank 30 feet across from building A to B, still 100 feet off the ground. I don't have to give you $100 anymore. You're not even going to think about the money. Without hesitation, you are going to run across that plank to save the person that you love. Why? Because the reward of saving that person that you love is far greater than the risk of falling 100 feet. So you've got to think about, what is your burning building why? What is that one thing that would be significant enough that would make you pursue a dream and take a chance that you would have never taken before? Okay, for me, when I was starting my business, that why for me was so that I could be home with my children, able to homeschool them, and be able to provide for my family. My why now is so I can stay home. I can take care of my husband, right? I want to retire him. He's working hard right now. I would love for him to be at home with us all day, every day, doing this as a family. So what is your why? What is that big thing in your life that would be worth the risk, worth you taking a chance on something great? And now I'm going to ask you to dare to dream. So go back with me to your childhood and think about what your childhood dream was. Okay, maybe it was something really monumental. Maybe it was something small, but I'm going to ask you, did that dream come true? I used to teach in the high school. I had kids all the time tell me that their dream was to become a professional athlete. Probably some of you had the same dream. Did it come true? A lot of us, after we grow up, we stop dreaming. We don't even remember how to dream anymore because the reality sets in. I have these obligations. I have to do it. I got to do what I got to do. And you just start kind of slowly passing by, and life goes on, and you don't ever dream, and you don't dare to go after something. And so I encourage you, use your imagination, dream big. What is your humongous dream? For me, my humongous dream is to have a large farm on either a river or a lake, and I want to have cabins set up all around it so that I can have my family come live there with me and take care of them when they're older, to have my children, to have people come visit, have a place to vacation. I would love that. I would love to have on this huge piece of property a community garden where we could invite people to come in, eat healthy food, and not have to pay for it. Just exchange some labor for healthy food. I have so many things that I would like to do with this dream, but that's a big dream. That's something that I can't accomplish today. It's something that's going to happen later, but it's motivation for me to not quit pursuing my passion, my dream. I've got to keep going no matter what. So what is your big dream? And some of you are probably saying, Lindsay, whatever, that is so unrealistic. You're going to need millions of dollars to make that happen. Yeah, you're exactly right. I'm going to need that. But let me show you an opportunity. So this is Young Living's 2015 income disclosure statement. And this is where you're going to see those crazy big numbers that will allow you to think about your dream. Okay, so let's take a look here a little bit closer on how this works. Here's our disclosure statement. These right over here are the ranks that Young Living has. So we've got these different ranks, and that's how you're going to get your income through Young Living. And my picture's in the way here, so let me kind of scoot that down. There we go. Okay, so Star is the first rank that you can get to. Your average income is $79 a month. Senior Star, $255. Executive, $549. However, there's a huge jump at each rank after that. These first 3 levels, that's your business building foundation. That's where you're starting to enroll people. You're learning the business. You're learning the products. That's where you're getting started. It's your foundation. Level 2 is silver, gold, platinum. That is where you are starting to grow your business. You are a business builder at this point, and the income reflects that. Okay, what would you do with an extra $2,200, $6,000, $14,000 a month, guys? These are huge numbers. This is where your dream starts taking shape. What would you do with that money? I mean, that's significant. That's life-changing. At $2,200 a month, I'm just about replacing my salary from teaching. That's significant. So significant. By the time I'm at $14,000 a month, I'm retiring my husband from his job. That's huge. That's life-changing. That's what I'm talking about, reaching those dreams. So possible. What if you were making close to $145,000 a month? I'm not kidding, y'all. It's hard to wrap your mind around that. My personal mentor is Monique McLean. She is making well over that every month. So I hear people all the time say, well, do you actually know somebody that's doing that? Yes, I do. I've been to her house. She's helping me. I'm working with her. She's teaching me everything that I'm going to be teaching you. So yes, it is possible. Dream big. It's going to happen. So from there, let's talk about the power of network marketing. First of all, network marketing is going to give you all kinds of freedom. You can do this working part-time with your current job. I have training in place. We'll talk about that in a minute, but it is possible. You can do this. Think about it. When you're at work, you are already networking. Think of all the people you come into contact with on a daily basis at work, while you're in line getting lunch, whatever the case might be, right? But you've got that freedom in your schedule. You can work this on your break. You can work it in the evenings. You can work it on the weekends. Whatever it needs to be, you can do that while you're at a soccer game for your kids, while you're in a study group at college, whatever that looks like for you. You have the freedom to fit this into your schedule, and it's completely yours. Nobody's telling you what to do, which is nice. No boss. You'll have a coach like me that'll start encouraging you and trying to remind you of the goals that you share with me. But you don't have to do anything I say. You are the boss. This is your business. You are either going to make it work or you're going to prevent it from working. It's all up to you. Plus, you've got the power of residual income. So what in the world does that mean? That means after you start getting to some of those upper level ranks that we were talking about, Diamond, Crown Diamond, Royal Crown Diamond, those ranks, you're getting serious income. If you never enrolled anybody else, if you never shared Young Living with another person again, and you just kept placing your orders every month, you kept doing your bare minimum, your organization and your paychecks are going to continue to get larger and larger, which is incredible. That's residual income. That's like when you start thinking about investing, right? Let's take this from an investment standpoint. I'm a finance person, okay? As you start investing, it is a significant exponential curve. At the beginning, it's kind of small. Your paychecks are going to be the same way. They're going to be pretty level, slowly increasing. And as you hit those higher ranks, it's going up and up and up until it's just unbelievable, like hard to wrap your mind around, can't explain it. You could do whatever the heck you wanted for the rest of your life. You've got that money. That's awesome. That is residual income, when your money works for you, even if you're not working for you. So does network marketing really work? Well, there's a lot of people that fail at network marketing, but I'm going to ask you a question. Did they really fail at network marketing, or did they quit? Most people quit. They try for a little bit, they don't have that immediate success, and they just say, oh, this doesn't work, I'm not doing it anymore. And then they give themselves some kind of excuse. Well, I'm not good at sales, and I don't know anybody, and nobody would book a class, and whatever the excuses are. You've heard them. You know somebody that's done this before. Maybe you're saying that right now. It's quite possible. I said the same thing and almost prevented myself from getting started in this business because I tried 4 other network marketing companies before and I was never successful. Part of that was because I hadn't found my passion. It's all about passion. I wasn't good at the network marketing because the products didn't sell themselves. I had to work a lot harder. It's completely different with Young Living. People are looking, desperately searching for natural alternatives to improve their health. They're looking for it everywhere. They're tired of the healthcare system. They're tired of putting time and energy and money and not getting any answers. They're going to the doctor, leaving with a prescription that they don't need, or leaving with no prescription at all, and they just left behind a copay, and they're paying all these bills, and they're not getting any results. We have products that help change people's lives. That is why I am passionate about this company. My life personally, my family's life, my son's life has been changed because of what Young Living has to offer. These essential oils are powerful. Our supplements are powerful. The food products that we have to offer are just amazing. And people come back because of that. It works. So you're not going to have to sell these products. You just introduce people to them and they want it desperately. So are you going to try and give up when the first person says no? Or are you the kind of personality that accepts a no as a not yet? I heard this quote. I can't say who said it because I heard it on a webinar. But it was a quote that said something to the effect, let me see. It says, I've gone through thousands of no's to say yes to the life of my dreams. Are you willing to hear a couple of no's a few times and not give up on that person and just keep following up periodically and see when that time might be right for them? If you're willing to work, this will work for you. Failure is part of trying. You are going to fail. I can tell you that right now. There are going to be stumbling blocks along the way, learning experiences along the way. The question is, are you going to learn from that experience and try again, or are you going to give up? If you give up, this is not going to work for you. But if you're the kind of person that takes that, learns from it, processes it, improves upon what you did before, network marketing is totally for you, completely. And the key here is going to be duplication. Is what you do going to work for someone else? Are you able to show somebody else how to be successful? The answer is absolutely, and I can show you how. We have tons of training in place for you. We've got a very simple duplication system. It's 3 steps. Are you going to connect with people? That's simple. You do that every day. You talk to people in person, on the phone, through text message, through social media. Everywhere you go, you're connecting with people. So you can absolutely do this. Step 1's a breeze. You're doing it all the time. The next step, send them to some kind of message, whether it's an event, whether it is a live event, whether it's a webinar, whether it's a phone call, whether it's a video like you're watching right now. Send them to a message so that they can get information and become informed. And the last step is that you're going to take them from that message after they've watched it, follow up with them and help them enroll. Help them enroll. Don't just say, yeah, go to this place and fill out this information and I'll help you enroll. Call me if you have any questions. Don't do that. Help them enroll. Physically do it for them. Answer the questions as they have questions. That is it. Simple. So simple. Okay, so the simple training that we encourage you to do is take that same 3-step process and teach 2 new people a month. And then those 2 people, train them on how to teach 2 new people a month. And then it just compounds. Then you've got 2 people doing it. Now you've got 4 people doing it. Then 8 people, 16 people. It's just going crazy, right? These are exponential growths here. That is how your business grows quickly. But the key is, are you duplicatable? Yes. 3 steps, very easy to follow. And are the people that you're training confident enough to duplicate it themselves? They should be. And we've got all kinds of ways that they can further their education about Young Living, the products, and the business. So let's take a look here. I've got this fantastic website that I have subscribed to. You don't have to know anything about the business of Young Living. You don't have to know anything about the products. You could enroll today as a business builder and hit the ground running. Start sending them messages. If they enroll, you send them to this website that you would purchase. It's a subscription. Every business has an expense. After you've bought the website, if 3 other people use it, then yours is free. So it's worthwhile. 3 people, yours is free. You got to do it. And this has everything pre-programmed for your new members. It's going to tell, first of all, it's giving them the option on whether they're just going to use the products or if they want to learn how to build a business. It's going to walk them through all. This website is full of videos and great information. So, super duplicatable. You try the business, you talk to people, you help them enroll, and then you get them started on this website. It'll teach them all kinds of other things about Young Living. It talks about essential rewards. What's next? What other products should you be trying? And the list goes on. So definitely very duplicatable. So awesome website. We also do a training called Operation Silver Boot Camp. And this is a 6-week Monday through Friday training on Facebook. It's so easy. You can do it any time of the day, and you just go through the modules. It's going to be a video, maybe an audio call, and there's discussion questions that at the end, you process all that information that you just learned about and personalize it to your situation. So it's awesome. It's really easy to do. But that's Operation Silver. So that's a little bit about some of our training opportunities. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, I don't have anybody to talk to, check out the Memory Jogger. We've got a whole list. And this came from that Diamond Factory website I just showed you. This list comes there, and it'll be given to all of your business builders. Okay, so think about that. All these people, and then you start compiling a list and reaching out to them. It's that simple. That's that connecting piece, step 1. So connect, send to a message, and help them enroll, and then teach them to duplicate that same 3-step process. Very easy to do. So, is Young Living right for you? We've gone through a lot of information today. That's for you to decide. If you decide, if you're self-motivated, if you're driven, if you have this big dream, this huge why, if you're wanting to quit your job, if you're wanting to have plenty of money, if you want to build an orphanage, if you want to adopt children, if you want to do something crazy big for your community, for your church, whatever it is, whatever that big dream is for you, if you have that and you're determined, self-motivated, and you're ready to try something new, you're not afraid of the challenge, you're not afraid of taking a little risk, right? Remember our little walk the plank 100 feet off the ground? If you're ready to do that, take a little risk for the potential of a huge reward in a few years, maybe not even that long, depending on how successful you are at sharing and duplicating. If you're ready for that, then the possibilities are endless. So I'm excited that you guys watched the video. I know that you're going to have questions, so please message me. I'm on Facebook, Lindsay Snyder McClellan. You can find me there. If you are ready to start your business right now, go to jointeamlindsay.com or get in touch with the person that sent you to this webinar, to this video. They will help you enroll on their specific team and get you started. So please share this video with people that you know. Use this as a tool to help other people get started. And I look forward to getting to know you, to training you, to encouraging you, inspiring you, and being a mentor and just helping you reach your dreams. So thank you again for being with me today, and I look forward to talking with you soon. Bye now.